Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my name is Ben Summers, and I'm very lucky to be here today. The reason being, I have had a very invasive operation lately on my arsehole. Now, the reason for this operation is I was shitting 7 to 8 times a day, sometimes even in the toilet. Now, when you go in the toilet that much, you do get a bit looser down there, and you do lose a bit of control. So I discovered that I now have 3 very weird walks when I need to go to the toilet. The first one is quite a calm one, so that is, I need the toilet, but there must be a toilet close somewhere. The second one, it sort of ramps up a bit from there, and this is a panic because I haven't found a toilet for about 10 minutes. It's, please don't come out, please don't come out, please don't come out. The third one is when you get to the toilet and it says out of order. So sheer panic now, and you have to shit in the wood opposite. Right. So when you've had a shit in the wood opposite, you've never got tissue on you, so you have to use leaves and stuff like that to clean yourself up, and it's never quite clean. So then you've got to walk to the nearest toilet, not touching cloth, because you don't want to ruin your clothes for the day. Now, as you can imagine, doing all this, I had to go to the doctors. So I went to the doctors and I said, I've got all these troubles, and they said, right, we're going to have to do some exams for you. So that's fine. So there was a lot of rectal exams. So I had fingers, thumbs, cameras, all sorts of stuff shoved up there. Basically, I had more stuff shoved up there than a guest at a Diddy party. That wasn't the reaction I wanted. So once they'd done all the rectal exam, they decided that I had severe hemorrhoids. And the way they wanted to cure it was, they said, you take these suppositories. Now, I've never had suppositories before, so I've gone to the chemist, got the suppositories, they're little white bullets about that big. So I've got in the shower, unwrapped it, ready to go. So I got up there, pushed it up, and this was the moment where I realised that my bum doesn't like having stuff shoved up it. So it spat it back out. So up. And then on the third time of asking, it was like, up! And I had to leave my finger up there a little bit longer than I should have done. So these suppositories work quite well, but after a while, they stopped working and I got my piles worse than ever. So what happens with piles is they come and go when they want. So I went back to the doctors a few times and they'd always gone back up inside me. So what I had to do, I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll take a selfie. So I'm terrible at selfies at the best of times, but I've gone home and I'm there and I'm sat in the toilet and I'm like, right, plop, plop, plop. The 3 piles have come out. So I thought, excellent, this is my time. So I've got on the toilet, got my camera ready, slid off the toilet, got my camera right underneath there, and then I hear, Dad, Dad! I'm like, what? I'm busy at the moment. And it's like, and then I was like trying to get the picture and I hear them running up the stairs, banging on the wall, Dad, Dad, Dad! I said, what is it? He said, you're on Facebook Live! So, as you can imagine, I had very random messages from all sorts of people. The main one was from my brother-in-law, who sent a smiley face with a tongue hanging out and an aubergine. I don't really know what that meant, but there you go. So, once I got my selfie, I went back to the doctor and said, Doctor, they've got really bad. I need it checked. He said, jump up on the table. I said, Doctor, there's no need. I have a selfie. So I gave the doctor my selfie, and he went white as a sheet. He started shaking, and he just threw up all over the desk. He said, Mr. Summers, 20 years I've been a doctor. I've never seen anything so hideous in all my life. And he gave back the phone, and I realised it was a picture of my wife I gave him. She is there. I did check it. She is there. So once he'd actually had a look at the piles, he said, yep, you need an operation. So off I went to the hospital. And I'm lying there in my bed with a cape on and the pants with no back, which is worrying. And I'm sitting there feeling all nervous. And I hear the doctor, Mr. Summers, can I come in? I said, yep, come in. He said, hello, I'm Dr. Dharma. And I thought, fucking what a name for a doctor when they're going to do your bumhole. So he's come over to me, shook my hand, and no word of a lie, these guys' hands were massive. I'm talking like them big foam hands you get on gladiators. So when I thought of that, I was just all out in my head then was do. This hand's going up your arse. So after this, I've got really anxious now, and I'm really paranoid about everything, and I've just logged out of whatever the doctor was saying. So he said, have you got any questions, Mr. Summers? And being all anxious I am, normally I try and be funny or say something stupid, so I said to him, yes, doctor, if I'm a good boy, will I be able to get a lollipop? And he just looked at me and thought, moron, and just walked out of the room. So that was that. So luckily, the operation went well. They sent me home. And after 2 or 3 days of sleeping in the bed, I woke up and I thought I'm going to have a shower. So I've got in the shower and I remember the nurse telling me, don't pat yourself down, don't scrub too hard. So I'm in the shower, I'm washing stuff and all that sort of stuff, and I'm touching my bum, and I realised they completely shaved my bum hole, which was a bonus, because that needed doing. And then I felt a spike on my finger, and I thought, what the hell is that? And then I realised the doctor said the stitches may come out. So it was like a little plastic cable. And being a man that most men are, I thought, I wonder what happens if I pull this. So I pulled the cable, pulled it again, it's still coming, pulled the cable, come even more, and then one last pull and boom, and there was a bang on the back of the toilet, back of the bath. I thought, what the hell's that? Picked it up, you'll never guess what it was. It was a lollipop that says, you've been a very good boy. Thank you very much.